Hello there, my beautiful family. Welcome to Nanaba's Kitchen. I hope you all are having a great day so far. Today I'm bringing you a quick kitchen hack. Homemade shrimp powder and herring powder or fish powder, which you can use to make your own Shitor, our black Ghanaian chili sauce, and also bring great flavors to your savory dishes. So let's start with the shrimp. All I do basically is soak the shrimps in this heavily seasoned water. So what I did was I added enough salt to create a sea salty quality to the brine solution that the shrimp will be soaking in for about 10 minutes, just so that the shrimp is heavily seasoned. All right, now the fish is herrings. I have gutted some of them. I have left the scales on though. I'm not taking the scales off. Let me show you how I gut it. So using a kitchen shears, I create a small slit on the belly of the fish and then cut along the belly and remove the guts. I leave the gills in. You can take yours out if you prefer, but I feel you get more value in your fish powder in the end, all right? So you get a bigger bang for your money. Now, I'm also going to soak the fish after I wash them out after gutting them in the brine solution. Let those also sit for about 10 minutes before we move on to the next step. Now these herrings are so small, I did not need to remove the scales, all right? Also, when you go to the Ghanaian markets, the scales are typically left on before they are dry smoked, and I think they do that to keep the fish flesh intact. All right, so now it's been 10 minutes. I have drained the brine out of the fish and the shrimps, and we're going to dry smoke these in the oven. Now drizzle just a very small amount of oil, cooking oil, onto the fish and the shrimp so that they don't stick to the rack when you are baking them. Arrange them, they can touch each other, no problem, and then set it in your oven. Start at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Just when you notice there's brown happening, go and turn the heat down to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So now they're going to dehydrate. So bake them first on high heat, 450 degrees Fahrenheit, for about maybe 30 minutes is how long it'll take for them to start browning. And then turn the heat down to 250 degrees Fahrenheit and keep them in the oven at that heat level until they are completely bone dry and dehydrated. So that way they have a longer shelf life at room temperature. Do the same with the shrimp. Make sure you spread those out before they go into the oven. Perfect. Done. They are bone dry. It took about 3 hours when I turned the heat down to 250 degrees Fahrenheit to dehydrate these completely into a bone dry state. And you hear that. And now they are perfectly dry. You can keep them in the whole, or you can turn them into powder and use them to make your shitor, season your stews and soups. And so what I did was I splitted them into halves. I blended or milled half into powder form, ready for shitor, and then I also left some whole, which I stored in the freezer. But you can actually store them at room temperature without any problems, as long as they are not coming into contact with any form of moisture. So you can put them in a basket and cover them with a cheesecloth and store them in a basket, and that will be just totally fine. So here is why I turned some into powder form. Just use a blender to mill them up. You can make them fine, of course. It's totally up to you. I prefer using my Ninja blender for this because it does a good job of keeping things coarse. It just isn't made to blend anything for the life of itself into something smooth and powdery. So this is what you end up with, and that's totally fine for making shitor or for adding to your soups and stews for flavor. So that's the shrimp. And that looks great. It's ready for use, all right, in its pottery form. I did the same thing with the herrings. So here are the herrings. I'm going to blend half and store the other half in the freezer. Friends, I really hope that this inspires you, this very easy hack inspires you to make your own crayfish powder, your shrimp powder, your herrings powder for your homemade shitor and savory dish recipes. Until we meet again with an exciting hack or another great recipe, make it a great day and have fun, especially in that kitchen. Thank you, beautiful person, for watching the video all the way to the end. Kindly leave me a comment and subscribe down below. And don't forget to share the video as well. Also, watch more videos. It is chop time, and here in Anaba's kitchen, chop time is always yes, friends. So pull up a chair. We are all friends and family here.